Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ngoepe, also known as Ngoepe, and I do faith-based wellness, mental health, lifestyle, and everything else in between. So please make sure that you subscribe, and please also share with your loved ones, your friends, your family. Make sure that they are plugged in, because yes, we are the plug to the plugs. Let us get right into it. Short video, and I'm sharing my TBR for the rest of the year. Yes, I love reading, guys, and I did take a slump, I think in 2019, 2020, and I've been following this other lady, Just Katlego. Guys, Just Katlego got me back on reading. Like, she inspired me to get back on reading, and yes, I'm back at reading. And I'm sharing my 6 TBRs. And the first one, I don't have the first one here. And the first one I don't have with me here. I have the others here. I don't have the first one with me here, but I'm going to insert it right over here. And it is Join This Chariot. Now, Join This Chariot is written by Pastor Chris. Yes, Pastor Chris. I've had the book for a long time, guys. I've had the book for a long time. It is fairly an old book. It is more on evangelism and really fulfilling the Great Commission of God, of Jesus, which is fulfilling the Great Commission of Jesus to go out into the world and preach the gospel. I'm gonna read that book. I don't really know why I haven't read that book, and it's been in my shelf for a long time. I think since 2014. Yep, since 2014 I've had that. Still on the same author, Pastor Chris. I'm reading this book. I'm currently reading this book. This is How to Pray Effectively. And like I said, in my series, the Life Reset series, that I've been really focused on the topic of prayer. So I've been reading this book. It's a short read, except that I have a lot of things that I'm busy with, so reading it is a bit of a challenge, but I think I'm almost done. It is only it is only 184 pages. Excuse me. It is only 184 pages, so I think I'll be done by the end of the week. And that is the second book. Then the third book, yes, it is still on prayer. It is still on prayer. It is still on prayer, and it is by Mostert, and it is The Power of Intercession. And it is Discover Your Calling to Intercede with God for Others. If you haven't listened, Mostert, and if you haven't seen my video from last week where I talk about the importance of prayer and meditation, I also dive into the different types of prayers, and this prayer of intercession is one of the points, right? And I'm reading this, guys. I don't know where you can get this, because I ravished my father's cabin, so I don't know. But if I do find out where you can get this book, I'll link it in the description box. So that is the third book that I'm about to read, that I'm going to read. Then the fourth one is also a fairly old book, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere. And it is The Pursuit of Purpose by Munroe, the late Munroe. I also love listening to his videos on YouTube, so I'm excited to read this one. It is just on discovering your purpose, on pursuing your purpose. So yeah, it's also not such a long read. It's 149 pages. So I'm also excited to read this one. Then the next book The next book, it is by two authors, right? And it is The 1 Minute Manager. And I think it's also a very old book, guys. Some of these books I got, some of these books, guys, I got from my dad's cabin. So I'm not sure where he got them. But I see here it says CNA, and CNAs are, I don't think there's a lot of CNAs. But I'm sure you can get it if you can find it. I'll also link it in the description box if I find where you can get it online. And it is by Kenneth Blanchard and Spencer Johnson. So, The 1 Minute Manager. That's the other book that I'm going to read. It's also very short. Then the last one. It is by Dr. Robert E. Coleman, and it is The Master Plan of Evangelism. The Master Plan of Evangelism. The Master Plan of Evangelism. And I think I'm also on that because recently I discovered that God is really gonna grow me into this platform, and by doing so it is really tapping into the gift of evangelism and evangelizing more. And when I get a question, or when I get something that I'm truly interested in, or that I truly hunger for, I go and get books for it. So yes, I'm gonna read this book and the Join the Chariot, because they both on evangelism, and I'm excited about that. And those are my 6 books that I'm going to read for the rest of the year. Guys, I'll give you a report of how far and really give you what I've learned from them, right? I'm gonna also give you what I've learned from them, and if I get the links to really give you guys, I'm gonna add it to the description box. So please make sure that you subscribe, that you follow, that you like, and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss it. I hope it inspired you to get some books. And if you are reading, please, I'm interested in reading your TBRs. Please include in the comment section of your TBRs for the rest of the year and what you have already read. I'm also interested in what you have read. I'm also hoping to get gifts, gift myself with books this year. This year, guys, I'm buying books. This year, I'm being that person. So I'm hoping to buy new books. So if you have recommendations, please make sure that you include it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get some of them and let you know how I feel about them. Thank you. See you in the next one.
Artlist.io